That's the best part about all of this. Skip down the path. It's you had the power all along, Dorothy. This is what it is. Click your heels. You ladies are doing an awesome job. I don't think anyone gives you quite the credit that you deserve. So let me just do that for you. That's what dark secrets are, ladies. They're dark secrets. They've got a whole bunch of them. And yes, they will be coming to the light because I'm pretty sure you ladies don't go down to the local coffee shop and just sit around and get with spirit about how your cards are just all going to fly out in the same succession. And that's what it is. I mean, once you're able to entrain, what is entrainment? Okay, let's talk about that. Oh, and I mean, keep in mind, anytime I hear any of you say you're a healer, you practice Reiki, I'm doing the same thing that you do before and after your reading, sending each other love and light. However, I do establish a connection. I infuse your cards with Reiki because I want infinite love, light, and abundance for you all. And the most accurate entrainment message. Now, how does entrainment work? Okay. So imagine you're in traffic. Oh, good job about the warnings for people having car accidents. That would be, let's be mindful. It is the holiday season. We don't want people having crash derby issues. So, thank you for that. That's what divination's for. It's to help others help themselves and get into alignment. However, getting into entrainment with energy. So, let's say you're in traffic and you're looking at all of the blinkers in front of you. Say you're 6 cars deep in traffic and you can see the blinkers up ahead of you. They're all flashing at different times. However, after a little while, you'll notice they all start blinking together at the same time. This is called entrainment. Now, the same concept with entrainment works with 2 grandfather clocks. If you have 2 grandfather clocks side by side and the pendulum is swinging back and forth down at the bottom, after a while, they'll start swinging in tandem with one another. So, I have a hard time listening to some of your readings and hearing swinging in tandem with all the group situation. And to be honest, I'm not even going to be honest about that shit. To be honest, y'all are putting everybody's business so far out on entrainment Front Street, it's not even funny. I bet they are mad. It's what it is. So you have to keep in mind, Pisces, pay attention to your dreams. Yes, tarot reader, I have. Pisces, they have dark secrets. Yes, tarot reader, I know they do. And I'm not holding a grudge. I'm just stating the fact. I'm stating the fact that you girls can talk about human trafficking months ago and then that energy get cleared. Beautiful. Well, we kind of saw it in the news that coyote energy just kind of got cleared up a little bit. But it's what it is. That has nothing to do with me. I'm not responsible for people selling your children. I'm not responsible for that. However, you keep saying 17 is important, 17 is important. Yes, pay attention to your dreams, Pisces. Yes, twice, both times, there were dreams where practitioners invaded my dreams that are on your YouTube. And one time I was released on a federal hold. Now, the feds don't just release you when they say, look, man, you are ours for 30 days. And then they maybe they do. Maybe they do, but trust me, there was some weird magical shit. There was some magical shit going on, ladies. And a dream was involved. So, yes, there is a Pisces that would be stalking me, and that's fine. They know who they are. And it is past life energies, whatever they are upset about. I don't care. What I do care about is my freedom being repeatedly taken away and the person that I'm trying to deal with be completely... Ooh, there goes a school bus. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Oh, yeah, and you got groups throwing each other underneath the bus. That's got to hurt, doesn't it? Do they need a healer? Because I would think if you got thrown underneath a bus, you would need a healer afterwards. Anyway, back to the story. So, having your freedom taken away, and when I keep hearing you ladies say they're using magic on the justice system, that can't be good. That can't be good. However, as an INFJ seer of souls, a winged seer or a high priestess energy, an individual with Reiki for astral sight activated, someone who sees energy, someone who sees auras, someone who's can tell, I see through their form. I mean, it's simple enough. I showed you the picture on my magic picture. That's what it is. How do you open your third eye and see someone's energetic attachments? It's just what it is. It's in the eyes. However, it's also in the frequency. And when you see someone get jinn possessed, that's what I call it. Whether that be it or not, you ladies have said before that they used, the elites used the jinn on our third eyes. I've had to go through this spiritual cleansing process. Fucking everybody enjoys a good exorcism. Thank you for that, instructor. The fact remains, yes. When you say untouchable, what does that mean, ladies? Because, I mean, there's some of you that look kind of untouchable your damn selves. Anyway, it's not where we're going with this. We're going for love, light, and truth. And you can't have love and it be untouchable unless it's, well, got something to do with dark spiritualists and voodoo. Because it is untouchable with voodoo. I'm going to have so much fun with this. And yes, I speak encrypted because we already know what's going on. You just have to have ears that can hear, eyes that can see. And it is. I mean, it's an unduplicatable energy. It just really, really is. And yes, they want to try. They really, really, really want to try. I mean, when you say that they're going to be forced to apologize, you can't force anyone to do anything. And as a karma earth angel, I prefer karma. I prefer the karmic lessons to be learned, and I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. That is, their karma is none of my business. The things that they have to go through that you're telling me are going to be wrapped up and handed to them in a bow from the spirit, that's between me and spirit. That's just, thank you, angels, archangels, ascended masters. Thank you, divine tarot readers. Thank you for bringing the truth that nobody else wants to come forward with because they're a bunch of pussy cowards. Ooh, did I say the P word? They're a bunch of wussy cowards. And, I mean, it's okay to be a coward. However, it is also okay to have 9 lives. And I've already been through 3 of them. So I've got a couple more to go. And when you say Pisces ancestors don't play, you keep in mind, you got 3D cults and you've got me having to deal with the Jaguar cult in my dreams. That's Tezcatlipoca. That is the lord of sorcery, smoke and mirrors, the god of human sacrifice from the Aztecs. And I don't have anything to do with that. I'm a healer this round. And, you've got people running around because they just don't believe in spirituality and they want to bump them gums, bumping the gums. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I was talking to a receptionist earlier today, and, I'm able I'm able to just kind of know what you need before you need it. And when I'm hearing this poor girl behind the desk, it's what it is. I mean, you want what's best for people, but you don't want to be a welcome mat, because let's face it, some of these people are just absolute welcome mats. Or they're dirty feet. They're dirty feet on my welcome mat, and I'm not trying to have a bunch of dirty feet on my welcome mat. That's what it is. However, she was talking about she was worried because here I, present myself as, professional or whatever, getting services from her. And, as she's telling me this, she's like, what can you tell about just by looking at my desk? Like I'm going to be able to use some magic psychometry on this chick's desk, or some palm reading or something like that. And I'm like, well, it really doesn't matter how you keep your desk because of my personality type. I'm generally a little disorganized, but that's only because I know where everything is at. And I really don't like to pick up after people, because I can pick up after myself once and then all my shit's picked up. And I don't have to worry about it. And I mean, anyone that ever came into my office knows that shit was generally pretty much spotless. And, the situation I'm in right now, maybe not so much. It's going to be, but maybe not so much right now. And as I tell her this, she just had an understanding of maybe there's just too much to do with the Christmas spirit. And I'm thinking, well, maybe there's just too many people in my normal spot. So we'll just go to another normal spot. Abnormal spot. We're going to the abnormal spot because the normal spot is just a little busy for me. I don't like a lot of people. I do like a lot of people, just not in one spot. And it's what it is. I just kind of cruise by because I already know what's happening. So, anyway, we're talking about the organization skills and the Christmas season. And I let her know, it really doesn't matter how you organize your spirit. There is a spirit of everything. We've been talking online about how to keep your space clean because of entity attachments and da-da-da-da-da. And the way that she lit up when I said that to her, we started talking about knocks on the wall. She's like, what does it mean when you say someone's name and you hear a knock on the wall? Well, that's spiritual knocks on the wall. Just go to Google. Just do your own research. Don't let me sit here and talk for 3 days about spiritual knocks on the wall that match up with angel numbers and weird-ass bugs. See, that was the thing that got me, right? Is when I see a bug and then there's a knock on the wall. That shit just doesn't happen. You don't just see a random bug and then hear a tree click. You don't just see a random animal and then hear a funky leaf out of nowhere just kind of crackle, because that sounds like people walking up on you. And then you're out here talking about Pisces and their magical protector. And Pisces, ladies, it's angelic Reiki. Let's just cut to the fucking chase. You've got one tarot reader out there with some clickbait that said something about 10,000 angels. Look here. There are many, many, many principalities. We've got thrones. The catch is having a connection, having a direct line. I like to call it the angel bus depot. It's just the angel bus depot. With there being many angels in the collective, that is my question. If there are many angels in the collective, as they say, I'm looking for the ones with the light that triggers demons. Because what I'm coming across is groups of alchemists that are suffering from attachments. They need exorcisms, and it's what it is. I don't know that to be true. It's just in the eyes. You can look in their eyes and see their sinister plan. you know that they're up for some kind of weird-ass betrayal because they don't want their dark secrets getting out. Now, me personally, I understand how necromancers eat people. And, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, ladies. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I understand how they take the essence. And when you're talking about graveyard magic, and you're talking about all this weird shit that is just the absolute opposite of healing Reiki, because that's the thing. It's like, that's the problem. Their voodoo doll is my surrogate Reiki teddy bear, right? They're tantric zombies. If you've got lower astral entities, you're going to have higher astral entities. You're talking about these people doing drugs. Okay, well, every time I hear candle magic, I immediately think of focused intent on a flame. They're creating their own shadow people. The jinn are created from the hottest part of a smokeless flame. Okay, a kundalini spirit, angelic Reiki, a prayer. That's what it is. When Dolores said, that's why Dolores said, people who study Reiki, people who study energy work, light workers, earth angels, starseeds, we have a better understanding of connecting with the source, because generally when we go through our past life regression, we remember what we came here to do. And when I hear you girls say, that, there's an earth angel or a divine being, and, I live on Divine Street, and there's the healer, and and they're stealing the intellectual property, and now they're going to get karma delivered to them wrapped up in a gift box. I don't want to see any of that. I've already been told, thank you, ladies, infinite love, light, and gratitude to you. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and your knowledge in mystical and magical ways, because that's pretty much the only way you're going to get the truth out of these people. Now that I have the truth, I can cut that cord. And I can ask my higher self, source consciousness, how do we judge these actions through my subconscious mind? Because love, light, and truth set you free. And I have to I have to love myself. I have to have the information. Thank you, ladies, for giving me the information. It confirms my suspicions. Now that I have love and light in the situation, love for myself, love for you, I gave you Reiki, I've got the light, I've got the information on the situation. Now I have to set myself free. And by cutting the cord and returning it to sender, it is going to send equal, if not less than, because they may have been doing good things since then. It's going to send that energy back to some people, like it just did. And, we're going to remove blocks because we're not stuck. We can do whatever we want to do. But it's more or less about the healing aspect of it. Because now you're going to have those that were stalking people online. They're going to be stalked by shadow people and shit. And nobody's going to believe them. They're just not. They're going to be losing their minds. They're going to be getting weird-ass knocks on the wall. Because if the receptionist can tell me that she's got her spirit guides guiding her today, that tells me that the lower astral entities are going to be guiding these people. And it's going to be sad. They're going to be losing their minds. They're going to be in fear, and you're not supposed to fear the jinn. That's how they possess you. Great. So now we've got a bunch of demon-possessed people. Shaitans and shit. It's what it is. Before you go in the bathroom, say Bellissima, and then they won't be able to watch you anymore. It's what they say, and I don't know who they are. I do know the 3 ways they enter your body from dark magicians playing with them, but it's what it is. That's all going back on them now, and they're not going to like it. They're going to be upset. They're going to want to know, how did Pisces know the things that Pisces knows? And Pisces has access to his Akashic Records. Many lifetimes of dealing with these people, and it's what it is. You have to start out small. You have to start out small and then just level up. It's all about the level up. It truly is. Let's see what this place is all about. I just don't know. I'm really not feeling it. I'm not feeling it with all these demon jinn and things running around. I'm just not feeling it. People with weird ass knocks on the wall, and they don't take spiritual baths, and they don't do good aura cleansings, and they don't do any of that stuff when you're untouchable, you really don't have to worry about it. To be totally honest, you just vibrate higher than the average bear. But it's what it is. Bears like to hibernate. And it is. The more truth I get, it only takes 2 to see. If 2 shall see, so shall it be. I will cut the cord, bouncing it back to you and freeing me. That's what it is. And their spell work is absolutely going to be backfiring. Trying to do love spells and manifestation spells on the Empress energy, and then I appear. Can you imagine? They were probably expecting some hot 10, some dime piece. They're probably expecting some dime piece, some easy pushover. And you can easily push me over, but you have to be the right height. You have to be the right height to push me over. And when I hear you ladies say the Empress bows to no one, that's really not necessarily true. A good Empress bows to everyone. It's called Namaste. And when you bow to everyone, chances are you're over the angels. However, you appreciate the messages that they bring and send for you. Because angels aren't nice. They destroy demons. They just do. And chances are when you're running demons, things in the unseen world, then that means we're going to end up having to go through the next challenge of people jinn possessed by spirits of influence through the 7 houses of ego, affecting their survival, affecting their sacral chakra, affecting their solar plexus chakra, affecting their heart, affecting their throat. They wanted to silence the divine. Now the divine's going to silence them. We're going to have a bunch of mutes walking around. How many times have you readers been trying to read? Get out of my throat chakra. Great. Back on them tenfold. Wrapped up in a bow. That's what you said. That's what you said. You got voodoo witch doctors? Oh man, I can just imagine. We already discussed that. We already discussed that situation. My grandmother, I believe her name was Sarah Bird. So anytime I hear that bird pop up in your cards and the white-haired lady with the white purse, that generally leads me right into the natural damn realm of humans. And it's what it is. I'm not going to say that my grandmother was strange. It's just grandma spent a lot of time alone, years on the side of a mountain. So, if you're kind of sitting by yourself on the side of a mountain for years, falling down, breaking hips, it's what it is. When you're there alone for decades, chances, my grandfather passed away before I was born. I'm pretty certain that if Pisces ancestors don't play, whoever was doing the voodoo is in for a rude awakening. That's just because, that has now went over from Pisces energy over to Scorpio energy. And it's what it is. karma sucks. Karma sucks. And you know, when I see Leo energy talking about Hyoka energy as the most powerful empath, that's bullshit. The Hyoka that is on my reviews, I mean, I got a great review and I appreciate that. I appreciate the great review from the Hyoka, but I remember talking to her and she had done some dark magic and shit on someone and was losing everything. And this is out of Italy. So, I mean, that's across the waters. Scorpio energy. And I mean, you've got this Gemini energy, and I don't know what kind of dark shit swans are into. I don't know what these people are up to. I know they like to throw rocks and hide hands and, you know, whatever they do. I don't care. I don't care. I do care about people getting karma. I mean, I do care about that. I do care about dark people's secrets coming out. And it's just what it is. I mean, my intentions are for the INFJ to be understood. My intentions are for the supernatural Pisces to be able to tap into their supernatural healing abilities. But when you have stalker energy, and I don't care what their secrets are. I know they were into some dark shit going across the water. I know that. I do know that. And I don't need any apologies because, I mean, now that I have awakened to the karma earth angel frequency of 888, that is 3 times. That's blessings in threes. That is karma times 3 returned off of a diamond white aura. And I mean, all I have to do is sit there. I just got to sit there. Returns their evil eye. But see, that's going to fuel people. That's going to fuel people to go out that don't understand energy work and, oh, he's ruined my life. And no, they didn't do the work. I mean, that would just be the thing that you have to get out. You know, that would just be the information you would need to get out on the platform, is look at your source of information, right? Because that's the thing, is they don't come and say anything to me, and I don't want them to. I'm leaving people like that completely in the past. You got to love them and let them go. They're getting karma. I can't have their karma energy around me. I'm sorry. I just can't. That defeats the whole purpose of the karma angel. I mean, if I'm the only person that can help them, well, then they have to do the work. You have to get out of your own karma, just like I did. Years walking, multiple near-death experiences, people poisoning me. It's what it is. I had a blast. That's the problem, and that's what shocks them. Is when I know no weapon formed shall prosper, it doesn't mean they have to try. But other than my freedom getting taken away, I'm kind of happy when they do. This is fucking neat. No weapon formed shall prosper. Look at that shit. They can't figure out how I'm alive, and me either. It's just what it is. Pisces has paranormal healing abilities. Yep, and 5-star reviews with it, and having to leave you with the devil. I'm so sorry. You took the devil's bait. Now you have karma. Hey, karma lessons are how we learn. I'm glad I could help you out. Oh, but this could take lifetimes. Well, I know. That's what we've been trying to tell you. Namaste.